Hey guys, in this video I'm going to explain about transaction method in MS SQL. A transaction is a set of operations performed so all operations are guaranteed to succeed or fail as one unit. Now I will brief about this transaction method. In SQL Server, once we do update, delete and insert the records, changes will be permanent in the table. Again, if we want to make any changes, we are dependent on database admin to get the data and modify the table. To avoid such complex situation, we have to use begin transaction rollback and commit method. In transaction method, before updating the table permanently, we can able to check output. If output is satisfied, then we can save in database permanently. Now with the help of employee details table, I will explain you how to apply this transaction method to the employee details table. I'll begin the transaction. I'll do some update, delete and insert the values, and here I am updating salary column for Anand from 4,500 to 5,000, and also I am deleting last record which is having ID number 13, and also I'll insert the value for the ID number 14. I'll do all these operations and I'll perform rollback transaction for not to make the changes in the table permanently, and also I'll explain how to commit the changes if changes are acceptable. Now let us have a look at the syntax. Begin transaction, and we have to update the salary from 4,500 to 5,000. So this is the syntax we have to follow. Update employee details, set salary is equal to 5,000 where ID is equal to 1, and we have to delete last record, delete employee detail where ID is equal to 13, and I am inserting row number 14. This is the syntax we have to follow. Insert into employee details, and we have to provide all the values, and once we execute this syntax, we can able to see the changes. Now salary is updated to 5,000, the ID number 13 is deleted, and ID number 14 is added into the table. Now I will use rollback transaction. Once we execute this rollback, we can able to see changes are not executed permanently in the table. Here salary is again 4,500 and ID number 13 is added. ID number 14 is not added into the table. Now let's see how to commit the transaction. Once we begin the transaction, only one rollback or commit is possible. So again we have to begin the transaction. And we have to execute all this syntax. Make rollback inactive. Type commit. Once we execute commit, changes are made permanently. Once we execute the table, here we can able to see salary is updated to 5,000 and ID number 13 record is deleted. Instead of that, ID number 14 is inserted. This is how we can able to use the transaction method to commit the changes permanently, or if any issues in transaction, we can able to roll back the transaction by using the transaction method. Thank you guys. Hope this video will be useful for your reference.